The air hung heavy with the smell of stale grease. It clung to my clothes as I clocked in for my first night shift. The fluorescent lights buzzed overhead, casting a sickly yellow glow over the deserted dining area. It was midnight. My stomach churned with a nervous energy that had nothing to do with the 2 Big Macs I'd just devoured. The usual daytime bustle had faded into an unnerving silence. Only the hum of the refrigerators and the distant clatter of the fry baskets dared to break it. Each tick of the clock seemed to echo in the vast emptiness. I tried to focus on wiping down the already spotless counters, but a prickling sensation at the back of my neck told me I wasn't alone. 2 customers walked in, their faces obscured by low-slung baseball caps. Their eyes, dark and hollow, seemed to bore into me. They mumbled their order, their voices whisper effect, raspy whispers that sent chills down my spine. Their presence felt wrong, like predators circling their prey. They ate in silence, their gazes never leaving me. Whisper effect. I could have sworn I heard whispers, faint and indistinct, slithering around the edges of my hearing. As the hours crawled by, the silence became oppressive. Every creak of the floorboards, every rustle outside the window sounded amplified tenfold. My heart pounded in my chest, a frantic drumbeat against my ribs. I tried to rationalize my fear, telling myself it was just the late hour and my overactive imagination. But deep down, a primal instinct screamed that something was terribly wrong. I kept glancing at the windows, at the impenetrable darkness beyond. I thought I saw movement in the shadows, a fleeting glimpse of something tall and gaunt. Each time I looked again, it was gone. But the feeling of being watched, of being stalked by unseen eyes, intensified. My hands trembled as I tried to refill the napkin dispensers, the paper feeling like sandpaper against my clammy skin. A cold draught seemed to seep through the walls, chilling me to the bone. I could have sworn I heard whispers, faint and indistinct, slithering around the edges of my hearing. They seemed to come from everywhere and nowhere at once. The hair on the back of my neck stood on end. I was trapped, alone in this brightly lit prison of linoleum and plastic booths. Suddenly, a loud bang on the window shattered the silence. I whirled around, my heart leaping into my throat. There, pressed against the glass, was a face. Its skin was deathly pale, stretched taut over a skull-like visage. 2 eyes, burning with an infernal red light, stared into mine. Its mouth was open in a silent snarl, revealing rows of jagged, needle-like teeth. I stumbled backward, knocking over a tray of condiment packets. Ketchup, mustard and relish splattered across the floor like drops of blood. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't scream. All I could do was stare in abject horror as the creature outside the window slammed its fist against the glass again. Each blow reverberated through my body, a physical manifestation of my terror. I scrambled for the phone, my fingers fumbling over the buttons. 911. The numbers swam before my eyes. The creature outside let out a guttural roar, a sound that seemed to claw at the very fabric of my sanity. I knew then that I couldn't stay, not even for a second longer. Adrenaline surged through me. I sprinted out the back door, the heavy metal door slamming shut behind me. I didn't stop running until I reached my car, fumbling with the keys in my haste. As I sped away, I could have sworn I saw the creature standing in the middle of the road, its eyes burning like embers in the darkness. But I didn't look back. I never went back to that McDonald's. I couldn't bring myself to tell anyone what I had seen, not even my manager when I quit over the phone the next day. They probably wouldn't have believed me anyway. But the memory of that night, the chilling touch of fear, the image of that face pressed against the glass still haunts my waking nightmares. Even now, years later, I can still hear its raspy breathing, feel its cold, dead eyes boring into my soul. And I know with a certainty that chills me to my core that some things are best left unexplained, buried deep within the shadows of our minds.